So as I've initiated my um, practice, Egyptian practice of the meditation of the heart, um, it seems like such a simple thing, yet a ineffectual thing, but it goes to explain in the book, The Opening of the Way, how our minds have been trained and programmed in complexity. So if you think of just the simplest thing, you got to make 5 to 12 moves to make it happen. Think about it, simple stuff. You want to buy a hot dog. You're going to buy a hot dog, right? You say, okay, I'm just buy a hot dog. It's a $2, $3 transaction. But think about that. Look at all the moves you got to make that happen. So over time, with everything being so complex, we put power and weight and respect on complex things. And we think just because we made our lives so complex that the solution to fix our lives is complex, and it's not. It's simple. It's the opening of the way states, the meditation of the heart. And no, I don't have no program to sell you or no plan. I'm going to give it to you free. You actually focus on the area between your heart and your solar plexus. And that's it. Just mind on that, nothing else, just mind on that. And the more you do that, the more you will open up. And I'm going to share what I've experienced from that. So, first of all, it's been an initial just not really caring as much as I did. And I'm not saying that in an arrogant way or a bad way. It's just like yesterday, I went out to shoot content and I had this goal and this objective that I was going to shoot this many videos, and I had my list ready. And I got out there and stuff went different. And normally when things go different, we try to do whatever we can to make them complex and fit them back into place instead of just allowing, you know, and just letting. So I did a lot of allowing, and things worked out. And today I've done a lot of allowing. Normally I'm like, oh, I got to get up. I got to do this. I got to be out here till this. I haven't, we put these standards on ourselves, and I've started to I'm not mastered in this, y'all. This has just been a week into the practice, but um, I was just doing it out here in the park. I was just sitting out here and just eyes closed and just focusing on my heart. And it does have an initial calming effect, but I've started to care less. And what happens is it seems like a lot of things that I've just not forced the issue just seem to slide into place. And it seems weird. I get it. It seems strange because we're trained in complexity. Our minds are. And the more we can push away more of that smoke and get more centered on what the main thing is and what the main objective is of why we're here and what we're supposed to be doing. Everything else is nice, it's cool, but it's superfluous. And that's how our minds are trained. I mean, gosh, if I just want to go get some fries right now, it's a crazy transaction. you know, you think about it, people think that we think that we're moving ahead in technology and time and efficiency, but technology isn't really being all that efficient in all areas. It used to be like now, if I needed a ride home right now, I'd just call up a friend and say, I need a ride home, and they'd show up, and they would just show up, and I'd be waiting on them, and I'd get my butt home. Now you gotta download the Uber app, you gotta update your credit card because the other one got canceled or stolen, or you got it locked, and then you gotta put that new card on, you gotta request a ride, and you gotta go to a certain specific marker point. You see the complexity I'm talking about? And it would seem foolish that something such as just meditating on the heart, the area between the heart and the solar plexus, that's the meditation of the heart. That's all it is. And it's mainly rejected. They also stated this, the Egyptians stated this practice is often rejected due to its simplicity, because we don't think that of all the crap that we have going on, we can't sit and believe, you and me can't sit and believe that a solution to our complex, crazy, always some drama. Life could be in a simple thing. It could be that simple, but it can. And I'm just noticing stuff fall into place, like stuff I would normally be sitting up today worrying about. I'm like, let's just see what happens. But you're trained to complexity that you always got to be doing something. We don't realize, like, I'm starting to see the less I do, the more starts to happen for me. It's like things work themselves out, or I don't have to deal with them. Not saying that, oh, this metaphysical mumbo jumbo that my life is just magically perfect. No, it's just sometimes, like, it don't mean that shit still ain't going on, but some of the shit that's going on, it ain't affecting me like it was, or it ain't even affecting me like at all. And this is just 1 week into this practice, and it makes me, as they said, want to increase it, because I want to try it, because we've all tried some complex dumb shit to fix our life. Don't lie. I ain't the only one that bought all the lotions and potions and thought that this program was going to make you this and that, and find out it lied in something simple, such as internalizing your own energy and focusing on you. Who would have thought it? But we reject those types of things. Those types of things are rejected because it's not a complex thing. It's not a complex solution. And if, you know, if you can go for a moment, few moments, just give yourself a few minutes and just focus on the heart and the area between your solar plexus right here, right in here. Um, the book, I ain't no hater. I ain't trying to hide. I ain't selling you nothing. I'm gonna give you the game free. I'm giving away information. If you want to sow further research into this, the only book and the main book, it's called The Opening of the Way by Isha Swaller de Lubbock's. And I would advise you to start with that book, and then you can do as I've done, and you start to grab the other aspects of other books, because as I've been seeing, as I read the other books by this author, The Opening of the Way, it's a good basis to have a good core understanding of that. Then the other aspects or ways that they transmit this Egyptian wisdom. And everybody talks about the great shit that they did, the external manifestations. I'm like, okay, so how could a man have that, or a woman have that going on in their mind? What were they thinking about? And this is what my study is. This was actually my first spiritual book, but it's called The Opening of the Way. You can get it on Amazon and everywhere else. Crazy to say, you probably can even find a PDF of it out there, but the meditation of the heart is one of the key things that I'm just seeing change. It doesn't involve any complicated methods. It's, you know, I don't know how many people have even, or the few people that have heard of it or practiced it, because I've been a part of both metaphysical and spiritual and occult communities. And, this was just something over all the years I've heard people talk about this and talk about these different things, but never talk, because it simplifies it takes the complexity out of things, because you don't realize, like, your mind likes to take you on journeys. Your mind is endless. It's constantly computing and recalculating and projecting, and it's a never-ending game. It's just why the monks called it our monkey mind, and it never ends. But the one true thing that we can commune with through the meditation of the heart, and our heart is the real reality. And I notice a lot of stuff too that I've experienced is that it's been some stuff that I was worried about, and when I said I don't worry about certain things anymore, it's because I saw the real reality and saw it wasn't what it appeared to be. See, a lot of mountains and things that are in our way, or things that are bothering us, they are definitely those things that are in there. They're not as big as they seem. If you can get past the illusion of the true reality, they're not as big as they seem.